Hi everybody, I hope that you had a great long weekend and are ready for another short week of learning at home. I was thinking about what we could do for our project this week and thought it would be fun to do a guided drawing project. So that's one of those projects where I show you step by step how to draw something. Since last week we did a project that was more about expressing ourselves and using our imaginations. So I decided it would be really fun to do a sort of more abstract drawing project where we learn about colors. Now, if you are in 3rd or 4th grade, we did a project earlier this year about warm and cool colors, so this should be like a review for you guys. But if you weren't here then or don't remember that, we are going to create a drawing that separates warm and cool colors. So the cool colors are the colors inside these hands that I trace, and the warm colors, the colors that look like fire or the sun, are in the background. So I'm going to show you step by step how to create this sort of optical illusion drawing where we trace our hands and then draw a pattern through them and then fill in one type of color in the hand and then a different type of color in the background. I know it probably sounds complicated and hard, but I'm going to show you nice and slowly how to do it, and I believe in you. You guys are going to make some amazing optical illusions. So let's learn how to create one. We are ready to draw our optical warm and cool color illusions. So what you're going to need is a piece of paper, something to draw with. I'm going to use a Sharpie so the lines are easier for you to see in the video, and something to color with. I'm going to use these very simple rainbow markers. So the very first thing I am going to do is trace my hand on the paper. So I'm going to try to put my hand in a place where I can trace the whole thing. So very slowly, keeping the plastic part of the marker sort of pressed against my skin, I'm going around my whole hand. That's a good hand. All right, and the next thing I'm going to do is pick the pattern I want to use as my sort of background and the part that goes through my hand. I used a circle for the other picture I showed you, so I think it would be fun to use a square this time. So I'm going to just pick a random spot and draw a tiny little square. Then I'm going to draw a bigger square outside of it like that. I'm going to switch markers because this one's a little dull. I'm going to draw another square around that. Oh, and I'm going to actually draw my box, my extra lines through my hand. So you don't need to stop when the line gets to your hand. You're just going to keep drawing right through it. And we're going to keep going until our whole paper is filled with boxes. So you can see there's our first box and the bigger box around that, and it keeps going. Eventually the box got too big to fit in the paper, so it's just the side of the box like that. And now I'm ready to start coloring. So I'm going to choose, let's see, since my example I did cool colors in the hands and warm colors on the outside, why don't we do the opposite for this? So I'm going to fill the inside of my hand with warm colors. I'm going to use red, yellow, and orange. So the very first thing I'm going to do is color the first piece of my hand red. And now these other pieces I'm going to switch to a different color. I'm going to do, orange. And we want to do our best to create a pattern with these. That means we'll pick the order our colors go in, and we're going to try to repeat it. But if we mess that up, if we accidentally go out of the order, don't worry about it. It's still going to look really cool. Next, I'm going to do yellow. And then I'm just gonna repeat those colors in the same order. Oops, I just realized I missed a spot right up here. Since it's all within this part of the box, I want to make this, each one of the parts of the hand that goes inside this part of the box, I want to make them all red. There we go. We are all done with our fantastic warm colors hand. So now we're ready to take our cool colors, our green, our blue, and our indigo or purple or whatever you have, and we are going to color in the background. We're going to use the same idea of creating a pattern. So I am going to start out with purple. So I colored my tiniest box. I guess it's more of an indigo color. And next I'm going to do blue. So the box around that. And then green. Just like we did with the hand, we are going to repeat the colors in the same order. So I'm ready to use my indigo again. My poor blue is getting a little tired, I think. And there we have it. We created an amazing warm and cool color optical illusion by just tracing our hands and drawing some shapes in the background. How cool is that? So try this yourself. Remember, there's lots of ways you can do this. You can use a circle instead of a square. You can trace your hand twice. You can reverse where you put the warm and cool colors. And remember, if your pattern gets out of order, it's not a big deal. It's still gonna look really cool. And as always, if you have any questions, just email me and I will be happy to help you. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Bye.